What's going on, guys? It's Tetrosphere, and we do have an announcement of some pre-release points for Burst Protocol. Look, we'll just talk about it. I don't think anything here is crazy or unexpected or whatever, but here we go. Fallen of the White Dragon, 30 points. Look, Branded is already a boatload of points. I just don't think you play this. Like, I just don't think you do. Elf Note Power Patron, 15. I think Elf Note could be pretty powerful in the format, so putting some points on it to be cautious, I think is fine. Probably still worth trying. We'll see. I doubt it's a huge impact, because I think Keeltoon is just still the better synchro deck. But if you like the Elf Note gimmick, then, you know, you're not bad on the points. You can still fit some non-ninja there. Artmage Non-Finito, 15. I'm a big fan of points in Artmage because I think that deck is fucking whack. Spenta, the Magistus Sealer, 15. Now, whether or not a pure Magistus deck could be good, or even like Magistus Witchcrafter / Endymion / Invoked, all that, like that whole like Spellcaster, like could the Spellcaster pile be a deck in a format without the Link 1 Artemis? Maybe, maybe not. The deck does have some good synchros, some good fusions, obviously. You could do like an Invoked deck, maybe. I think it's worth trying. From the TCG Advanced perspective, 15 points on Spenta might seem really low because a lot of people would say that that card is very powerful, which it obviously is, but I think that the Link 1 Artemis is kind of what enables a lot of that, which Genesys just obviously doesn't have. So it's probably good, but not crazy in Genesys, so I'm fine with 15 points. Sheena, Twin Tempests of Celestial Thunder. This is the new wind hand trap that Radiant Typhoon will be playing, and it responds to, I think it is a monster effect. Let me pull this up so I'm not yapping here. Tempests of Celestial Thunder. Regardless of whatever it does, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a wind monster, and if you respond to a monster effect, you bounce all face-up monsters except itself, and if you respond to a spell or trap, you bounce all spells and traps, whether they're face-up or face-down. That's a very, very powerful interaction that, like, specifically Radiant Typhoon is going to be able to take advantage of right now. So I do think 10 points here was a bit of a flop. Or if you want to make this only 10 points, that's fine, but you needed to give Radiant Typhoon, like, a lot more points. I do think this potentially has massive implications for Radiant Typhoon, and might even propel it to the best deck in the format. We'll see. Zaylin, the Shackled Dragon. I do believe this is the like pseudo Omni Negate that has to respond to an effect that is responding to an effect, and can either negate the effect it's responding to or the chain link behind that. That comes in at 10 points. This is meant to be the Keeltoon free agent. I'll be completely frank with you. I play Keeltoon in Genesys right now. I don't even know that I spend 10 points on this because I feel like the synchro monsters themselves already have really good interaction, and I think I might just rather play more hand traps, but it's possible that I just reduce my hand trap quality a little bit to make room for this, like maybe Veilers become Mourners, things like that. We'll see, but I mean, I think 10 points, again, for like a negate extra deck monster, you might think 10's pretty low. But considering, like, Zaylin requires a synchro monster, like, it's not like Barone or anything like that, I think 10 might be okay. If Keeltoon becomes, like, really obnoxious with it, then maybe you bump it up to, like, 20-25, but we'll see. K9X Ripper M, which they have it with the OCG name here as Ripper M, but I do think it was westernized as Ripper Millennium or something like that. Regardless, that's 10 points. I think this is fine because I think that K9 is already super heavily pointed in the format, so I don't think like pure K9 suddenly becomes a good deck if this card's like low points or even free. But I do think it is also just like a generic rank 9 in theory, so it was probably wise to put some points on it. Forbidden Crown going to 10. I know this is going to turn a lot of heads. I know a lot of people think Crown is this like absolutely insane omnipresent card. Holy crap, how it's only 10 points. Look, Droplet is 10 points, and in most situations, Droplet's honestly better, especially in a format without links. Like, one of the big things about Crown is that you can make it where the monster can't be linked off. It might be okay against Kill Tune if you set it going first, because you can make it where the monster can't be used as synchro material, and then its condition that allows you to use something in hand no longer applies. So if your deck is really weak to Kill Tune, or if maybe Kill Tune just becomes like tier 0 best deck in the format, then you could maybe use Crown as a going first tech against it. But I don't know. I think people are overhyping this card, especially in Genesys. I think 10 points is fine. Mercurium, the Living Quicksilver at 10 points. Look, fine, whatever. I don't know. I don't think there's a rank 10 deck in the format. This card is kind of annoying. I do wish it was maybe more points preemptively just in case. But I guess they want to just see if it's toxic first, or maybe they just want to make it more tempting to play because it's like a world premiere and it's an ultra rare. So hey, here we go. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon at 3 points. This is not terrible because I do think it helps like Sword Soul out a bit. So, you know, putting 3 points on it may have even been... I mean, it's a strong card. I guess it would have been kind of whack if it was free. But I like that it's a low point card because it means that like a Sword Soul like synchro strategy could play it. And I would like to see Sword Soul be a more popular deck in the format because I pretty much farm everyone who plays that deck. So yeah, that's the list. What do I think about it? Look, I don't really care that much about it. I think it's mostly what everyone would have expected. I'm not blown away by anything here. I think that it's great that they do pre-hits. So just like the principle that this happens, I think is amazing. Like I said, the only real flop here, I think, is that the Wind Hand Trap is only 10 points. This thing should have either been like 40 points or Radiant Typhoon should have gotten like an astronomical more amount of points, especially because they are one of the decks that would get the most usage out of Crown. So they get Crown for 10 and this thing for 10. I don't think it's going to be too tough for that deck to make the kind of concessions to fit these cards. But we'll see what happens. I'm still playing Kill Tune in the meantime. I think it's pretty cool, no pun intended. I guess you could say I think it's pretty killer. Let me know what you guys think down below about this either the list or just the premise. I think it's cool that we're getting pre-hits, man. I appreciate you guys checking it out. I will see you in the next one. Peace.